to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Memphis Tigers, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tar Heels offense will get the football first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Line getting set on second down. Back to throw, it's Longo. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
This offense knew coming into this game it was not going to be easy throwing against this defense. They're at the top of virtually every major statistical category when it comes to pass D, and the quarterback just found out the hard way, throwing a pick on the opening drive.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And some room to work. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got a wide open receiver. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. They believe they can run right here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Guys, let's talk about Memphis. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited. And a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. They're going to ride this running back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Tar Heels in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Under fire. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
He'll keep it himself. At the 40, there he goes. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. The Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He'll pull it on the read. Boom. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Finds the tight end.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Unloads quickly. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Lets it fly deep downfield. Picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And that's his 2nd big play for this defense. Man, he does such a great job locking into the quarterback, breaking on the football. 2 interceptions already in the first quarter.
And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Going to the ground. Running into the open space. Not quite so backed up after that play. He's out of bounds at the 12. Memphis will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Dropping back, it's Longo. Here's a heat. Working on the right. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Complete to start this drive. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Off the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to just...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. The Tar Heels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Snagged out of the air. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. They've really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. Trying to barge in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, North Carolina.
Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. They'll try to blast their way in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Bucs offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
14, Memphis, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They'll give it to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Memphis will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. And the Tar Heels buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Trying to get the corner. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. Maybe just trying to get some breathing room to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
This offense will take over. First and 10.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running to Green. Turning it on. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Dropping back, it's Chambers. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down. He's got it on the run. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Bring in the heat. Finishes the run with the slide. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Nice job by the defense that time defending the end zone. There was a pass play. Everybody covered up in the back end. And when they saw the quarterback take off, they were able to rally to him and stop him short of the end zone. Now what are they going to do on 4th down?
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. South Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Columbia, one of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Georgia. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking downfield, it's Longo. It's complete to the left. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And the rush will get to him at the 25. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys there on Stadium Drive at Keenan Memorial.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Tar Heels will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Chambers. Quick strike complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
They'll try the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Can't get him to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Rides the back on the option, the give. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
They go to the ground. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Memphis wants to move quickly. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. To the air, it's Chambers. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. He'll sneak it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Never a doubt. That'll pull them back to within 6.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. They'll go back to work on offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
To throw, it's Chambers. Zings it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And a quick shuffle pass underneath. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Extra point here will give them the lead. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
North Carolina, 14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And now this offense will take the field again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that time, the defense dialed up a free safety blitz. They were able to get an extra number in the pass rush. Offensive line, running backs, they couldn't account for it. And that free safety able to get to the quarterback.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. The give out of the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. So the best way to try to settle him.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only 1 play away from completely changing.
Got enough space. Touchdown, North Carolina. And that one will give them the lead.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
15.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Wants to throw. It's Chambers. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got the 1st down himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, UNC! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. So the final period starts with a second down play. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Chambers. Got his man. Turns it on in midfield. Bulldozes his way through. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to.
A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter, with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Back to pass. Unloads it left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Longo. Here comes the heat. It's complete on the right side. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tar Heels send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. That's caught. It's Wagner. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Off play action on first down. Pressure coming. Rush is on him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Power football with the run. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the catch. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Gonna run it. It's Otis. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Dozier. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Memphis, 15.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the middle. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. Great place to start for this offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Dozier. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Tigers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated.
And the ball's free in the end zone. Is this Christmas? Is this the gift-giving season? An absolute gift in the end zone, and the defense takes advantage, recovering the fumble for the touchdown.
And the defense right now flying around, getting to the ball carrier, knocking the ball loose, running into the end zone, jumping on it for a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got an open man. Ripping through the defense. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Chambers. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. Gets it out quickly, and they'll knock him down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it.